Amazingly well put together, art directed places, and it makes you feel that you're a part of something big, and the scope and size of it makes your days easier.
The biggest difficulty is the time frame. You know, we have very little time, so it's like 2 weeks most when we have to put together a new concept.
He built Catherine Weaver's office, which is on our stage. It's supposed to be on the 26th floor of a building downtown. He created all that glass. You know, that glass is all gimbaled. It kind of moves and everything. Difficult to shoot in, but looks great on film.
I walked in, I just was gobsmacked. I had expected it to be more like a music video where things are cheated to look bigger than they are, but this was this huge, expansive set.
What I wanted to achieve a kind of minimalistic look of very modern high-tech architecture, which is not too futuristic.
It's an expensive set, and we've ended up using it for 2 episodes, which is great, but it's just phenomenal. And I mean, to be able to have an episodic TV show, when you walk around and go, we built a nuclear sub, and it looks better than a lot of feature versions of it.
That was a challenge because we had very, very little time, and the possibilities were quite limited. And at that point, I had the tunnels, and I had some space there, so I felt, why not use some of the structure of the tunnels and convert that to a corridor of the submarine, and to build the control room.
Each one of these corridors has to be like 2 or 3 different places. The control room is the only one a part of the set that stays in the control room the whole time, but the bay becomes 3 different sets. So we just had to kind of figure out a way that we could, you know, change it up lighting-wise and stuff so that it worked. And the big thing there was, you know, color.
We decided that we're going to build a lot of the lights inside the sets, so it was very easy for him to change the colors, change the color temperature and the atmosphere.
It was an amazing set, not only because it obviously looked great, it was so versatile. We had one corridor which became 7 wonderfully different corridors.
The first time we shot in the tunnels, I was, you know, you read the script, but until you're really in the set and on the location, you can't completely connect to what's really happening. So when you're in this small enclosed tunnel network and system, you know, with dirt and the pipes and the dust and the noise, and it's the most helpful thing ever. I mean, if I was doing that purely in front of a green screen, it would never turn out the same.
With that set, Mark constantly reminds us of what Sarah is fighting for.
I think my favorite sets are the ones in the future. More than anything, those are the ones that really take me to a new place. And I feel that we've really done some beautiful sets. And my favorite one, I think, from this whole 2nd season was Allison from Palmdale when I'm running through the tunnels.
In the Turk room, Mark had a lot of great ideas, and the best idea that he had were 2 large glass panels that otherwise would have been walls.
The biggest challenge in that set was when John Henry is hooked up to the Turk. He is learning how to communicate.
Again, going back to his sense of wanting to find depth and translucence, he pitched the idea of having these walls be actual monitors in which we see John Henry's thoughts. And they have become really great for us in terms of the cinematography that we're able to achieve in that room.
This set came alive because everything that was projected on those screens, you could shoot through, you could shoot it backwards. It reflected on the floor, reflected on the faces of the people, and at the same time, if you really wanted to concentrate, you could really clearly see that image or even see it on the monitor. So wherever you turned around, you had the feeling of where the message is coming from.
When we first walked onto this set, which was a real big project for the entire production team. We were delighted. The way that the images project onto those window panes is fantastic, and it gives the set a dimension that we really love. And it allows us to do visual storytelling, which is what we want to bring to television. We like telling our stories visually, and that's the best thing that this set does.